All right, hey everyone, welcome. Shane here. We're in my home yoga studio here in Colorado, and today's video is a yin yoga for pregnant women. I know that's a little bit weird, me being a man, but I do have some experience in this area, and actually my last community class, I created kind of a custom class for a friend who's in her third trimester and got some really good feedback. So I wanted to share this video with you all in the hopes that maybe it's helpful to someone out there. One of the key things with practicing yoga and being pregnant is that we don't want to push too far. Pregnant women have an abundance of elastin in the body, which allows for more flexibility than usual. So having support in order that the body doesn't go too far is really important. I have a meditation cushion, I have a bolster, and I have 3 blocks. Obviously, I'm in a yoga studio, so these things are just around. If you don't have them, you're at home, you can just get cushions or pillows. Even books work well to replace blocks. But do find something similar to this stuff to get started, and then we'll dive right in. So we're going to start out in hero pose. Once you get your stuff, I'll just pretend I'm pregnant. And if I were pregnant, I would be sitting in hero pose on a bolster just like this. And any comfortable position with the hands is great. We're going to do a little bit of breathing here before we do anything else. This is Viloma pranayama, or the physiological sigh, and it's going to be a 2-second inhale, a 2-second hold, a 2-second inhale, and then a 6-second exhale. We're just going to do a few rounds of this. This is going to help us settle and induce relaxation, set the mood as we move into our yin yoga sequence. So go ahead and get comfortable in a seated position in hero pose. And you can close the eyes. And the body is relaxed here. And there's not too much work to do, just a little bit, but not too much effort. So this shouldn't feel like a real intense breathing exercise. Nothing like that. This will be in through the nose and out through the nose if it's available. Or you can do in through the nose and out through the mouth. If the nose is not available, in through the mouth and out through the mouth is also fine. We're going to begin after our next exhale. Empty all the air out of your lungs. In, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last round. In, 2, hold, 2, in, 2, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, release that technique. Let the natural breath rhythm bounce back. All right, let's get going into the poses. We're going to come off the feet gently, and we are going to be moving into a standing forward fold, or dangling as we know it in yin yoga. Go ahead and place your bolster or your biggest pillow in front of you. You can even stack a couple of things here. This is going to allow support with the hands. So we'll start standing, and then we'll just kind of ease into this. And hands are going to come down onto the support in front of you. We'll let the spine round. And this support in front of you is going to allow for you to just kind of create some space for your belly to hang too. So knees can be really bent, or they can be totally locked out, or anywhere in between. Spine rounds, neck relaxes, head falls forward. Start to lengthen your exhalations just a little bit. Breath is staying real gentle. Natural inhales, but just a little bit of control and lengthening the exhales. All right, about 30 seconds left here. All right, we're going to slowly start to push yourself back up. And here we're just going to move into a squat position. I'm going to remove the bolster and this cushion, and I'm still going to imagine I'm pregnant, so I would put this cushion underneath my butt as I sit down in a squat. And if that's still not enough support, you can put a block underneath your butt or your bolster and your cushion. For me, this will be, in my pretend pregnancy, this will be enough. If you want to, you can push the knees apart, hands in prayer. Or the version I like is kind of coming forward, placing the palms on the mat in front of you, and then relaxing the spine, relaxing the neck, letting the head fall forward here. So again, just finding a natural inhale and lengthening your exhale just a little bit. As always, if there's any pain, any sharp, tingling, burning, stabbing, electrical sensation in the body, you'll come out immediately. And also, just don't think that you're prisoner in these poses, even if you don't have pain, but you feel like you've had enough. You can just come out whenever. I've got 2 more minutes here. I'll leave us to it. Just about one more minute left here. All right, we're going to start to work our way out. I'm going to remove the cushion, transitioning really slowly, imagining I'm pregnant. And we're going to move towards deer pose. So your left foot is going to come in front of you, and the shin is kind of just aligned squarely with the top of the mat. And then the right foot is going to come along the back, and toes are opening out to the side. This is just a little rebound pose, a little internal rotation of that right leg. And you'll lean back as much as you can into extended arms. You can even drop the head back if it feels good here. In this practice, reminder, we're getting rid of all muscular effort. That's what makes this yin yoga. We're holding the poses for longer, relaxing the muscles. We're finding stillness. And we're never going past our appropriate edge. Always respecting the limits of the body. All right. We're going to do the same thing, other side. We'll switch. Right leg is coming to the top of the mat. Left leg coming out to the side. And weight comes back. All right, start to work your way back to seated, headed towards the next pose. This is going to be butterfly pose, and I'll grab two things to support myself for butterfly pose. I'll sit up on my cushion, and then I'm going to have my bolster in front of me. So bottoms of the feet are coming together, and then I'm going to bring my bolster onto my feet, and I'm actually going to grab a block here too. Also a little bit of space for the belly to move forward, but then having some support so I don't go too far forward. Elbows can come on top of the bolster. And then I'm going to place my head underneath this block and start to settle into a really supported butterfly pose. I'll show you one option too if it feels like this is going to be too much for the hips. If you feel like you're going too far, you want some support, you can grab those two blocks and place them underneath the knees and create like a nice limit for how much you want your body to open today. I'll spend about 2 more minutes here. Eyes can be open or closed. If they're open, kind of just a soft gaze. I'll usually close my eyes if I want more of like an internal experience. Or sometimes I prefer to have my eyes open, kind of stay grounded here in the room. Whatever you feel is best for you right now. In just about another 30 seconds here. Okay, and start to work your way out. Push the torso up, we'll remove support. You can close the knees with your hands if that feels good. And come off of everything here once more. And we're gonna find deer pose again, starting with the left leg up top, right leg behind. And just a little rebound pose. And spend just about 30 seconds here. All right, we'll do the same thing on the other side whenever you're ready. Right leg up top. Left leg behind, out to the side. And leaning back into the hands on this side. All right, start to work your way out of that one. We're gonna bring the legs back in front of us. All right, so for the next one, I'll use the meditation cushion to sit on. And then I'm gonna have the bolster out in front of me. I'm gonna open my legs about as wide as they can go. And we're gonna come forward. I like to have my hands on the bolster. You can place a block too in front of you, maybe even a couple of blocks, and allow that forehead to rest on. And just moving forward a little bit. I'm not pulling or hinging forward with any real effort, but you can use the hands to kind of anchor. Lower body relaxes, spine relaxes. And if it's helpful to lengthen the exhales, you can find that again. But if that feels like it's too much work, there's really nothing to do. Spend about 2 more minutes here. One more minute. All right, last couple breaths. Start to work your way out. You're going to bring the torso back up, and we're going to remove all of our support. You can close the legs, and we're going to find deer pose once again, starting with the left leg up front, right leg behind. Get my stopwatch here. A little 30-second rebound. All right, you guessed it, same thing, other side. Right leg up top, left leg behind. And leaning back on this side. All right, working your way up here. All right, headed towards the last pose. This is gonna be another butterfly. This is gonna be reclining butterfly though. What we're gonna do here is build ourselves a little setup. One thing we don't want pregnant women to do is to lay directly on their back for very long. Just gonna create a little chair here, a little support. I've got 3 blocks underneath my bolster here to create a little angled backrest. And bottoms of the feet are going to come together here. And then we're coming back onto that. So arms can kind of just open, palms facing up. The back of the head is supported by the bolster. And last pose. If this feels too much for the hips, support can be placed underneath the knees as well. And this pose will also act as our final Shavasana. So in about another minute and a half, we'll straighten the legs. But for right now, we'll just stay right here if you're comfortable. All right, nice work. We're going to straighten the legs. The torso is going to stay down on the bolster. I'm just going to take one more minute for our little mini Shavasana and just receive all the effects of this practice. If straight legs is comfortable for you, you can stay there. Or another option would be teepee pose. You can bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor, about mat width apart or even wider, and then we'll let the knees fall in on each other. Just about a minute here. And again, just receiving the effects of this practice so far. All right, I'm going to straighten out my legs, start to work my way up. And that is it. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope that was helpful in some small way, and I hope I didn't overstep creating a pregnancy video. Thanks. Bye.